Canadians been running the rap game? Half Jewish? That's why they mad. That's why they mad.
Man, I just gotta be a good rapper. But you know, to a lot of other people, they were like, wait, what? Wait, what? You're Canadian, you're Jewish, and you're half, you know, it's just like mind-blowing things to them. But like I said, yeah, I don't think that, you know, it wasn't like on my mixtape cover, it just said like the new Canadian half-black Jewish. Like, it wasn't like advertised. So people had to go kind of find out about.
He's boldly claiming that Black Americans are simply green with envy because a Jewish Canadian is dominating the rap scene. Can you believe the audacity? But wait, there's more. This controversial statement has fans diving deep into Drake's past, unearthing a treasure trove of questionable behavior. We're talking allegations of mocking Black trauma, throwing shade at Black women, and even rubbing elbows with known racists. It's a rap sheet that's making waves, to say the least. Now, Drake's playing the race card in reverse, suggesting he's facing backlash due to his mixed heritage and background. But his fans aren't buying it. They're firing back, insisting the issue isn't about his identity. It's about Drake's apparent exploitation of Black American culture while showing it little respect. So, what's really at the heart of Drake's beef with Black America?
Well, there's Jewish, and you know we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area, Forest Hill. Okay. I went to a predominantly Jewish school.
Remember when Kendrick dropped those scorching diss tracks? He didn't pull any punches, suggesting Drake had no right to use the N-word and branding him a colonizer. Talk about fighting words. This accusation lit a fire under fans, sparking heated debates about Drake's place in the culture. But here's the kicker. Kendrick isn't the first to call Drake out. For years, whispers and outright accusations have been flying around faster than a DJ's turntable. The charge, that Drake's been cozying up to Black rap artists, absorbing their style, sound, and even accents, only to discard them when he's done. It's like a hip-hop hit-and-run. Heavy hitters like Earl Sweatshirt, Rick Ross, and Pusha T have all thrown their hats into the ring, painting Drake as a culture vulture, a label that's been dogging him for nearly a decade. But wait, there's more. Drake's been caught red-handed lifting flows from other artists. Remember the late XXXTentacion? Their beef was hotter than a summer in Miami, with X accusing Drake of swiping his flow from Look at Me for Drake's track KMT. The plot thickens when you consider X was behind bars at the time, facing serious charges. A shout-out from Drake could have been his get-out-of-jail-free card. In a twist that would make even Shakespeare's head spin, X reached out to XXL magazine, expressing his disappointment in Drake's approach. He wasn't looking for a handout, just a little respect. But instead of extending an olive branch, Drake's silence spoke volumes. As the story unfolded, with X's release from jail, the beef escalated faster than a rap battle. X started publicly calling out Drake and his OVO crew, turning what could have been a collaboration into an all-out war. So, is Drake a cultural chameleon, adapting to survive in the cutthroat world of hip-hop? Or is he genuinely appreciative of the culture he's part of?
He made for I'm made for.
So you in jail, he's supposed to contact your manager, and then what happened?
He dropped a video, a preview night in Amsterdam with some from the UK. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the video. I was talking to my girl at the time, not the same bitch that got me arrested, a different girl.
Okay.
I was talking to her at the time, and she was like, "Yo, listen to." No, actually, it was my dog Chris. I was on the phone with my dog Chris. He was like, "Yo, you gotta listen to this good Drake of shit." That's exactly what he said. Like, this Drake of shit. You gotta listen to this. So he plays this. I hear him da 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 da. I'm like, what the f? As soon as it started, like I knew he was getting that. And the funny thing is, we didn't discover it. The fan, like you said, the fans, because they're so cold. It's like I got a piece of the internet. You feel me?
So they were saying that Drake was biting your style. That's what the fans were saying.
Yeah. Flow, hell yeah, bro. You could take his verse, like they did a mashup. They put his verse on my song, and the cadence is literally just at the same tempo. It's not offbeat at all.
So now where do you guys stand? Like, what's good now?
I still think Drake.
Oh.
As a man, no, I'm keeping the blood raw. I still think Drake. Like, I think he's not a man. I think that's a move.
I counterattack. Always counterattack. I don't initiate things. I always counterattack. Just like in this situation, no matter what anybody says, I didn't initiate. This right off of my ran off with my. Bruh, nobody's gonna openly disrespect the out of me and disrespect my craft. When I'm 19 years old. That motherfucker, what is he, like 60? Like 65? Or isn't he? Didn't he get like surgery on his arms or some shit? Didn't he get like plastic surgery? Didn't you go see like Dr. 300 like 3 times? But what the you think I'm gonna let you take my not say nothing? You can suck my.
Fast forward to February 2018, just a few months before X's tragic end. Out of nowhere, X drops a bombshell on his Instagram story. He writes, "And I kid you not, if anyone tries to kill me, it was Drake. I'm snitching right now." Talk about a mic drop moment. Now, X quickly backpedaled, claiming his account got hacked. But here's where it gets really juicy. During X's trial, one of the defense attorneys actually brought up this Instagram story. They suggested that maybe, just maybe, the authorities should have taken a closer look at Drake's potential connection to the case. Can you believe it? We've gone from rap beef to murder mystery in 60 seconds flat.
Before X died, he said, if anybody is Drake. And do you think that for one moment, here today, days after the event, he's two masked men, right? He came on social media and said, guys, before you guys, if anybody is Drake, do you think in that time span that they went and they addressed him, talked to him? No. Do you think sitting here today, years later, any detective has ever asked, Drake or anybody like that? No. They never did that.
Remember when X's fans thought Drake was dropping cryptic hints about his alleged involvement in X's death? Well, they've been combing through Drake's lyrics like detectives at a crime scene. On I'm Upset, released just a month before X's passing, Drake drops a line that had fans' eyebrows shooting through the roof. SMS, XXX, that's the only time I ever shoot below the neck. Coincidence? X's fans think not. But wait, there's more. After X's death, Drake's track Mob Ties had listeners' heads spinning with its talk of Louis bags in exchange for body bags. Sound familiar? It eerily echoes the circumstances of X's murder, where the killer nabbed X's Louis Vuitton bag filled with cash. Fast forward to 2023, and Drake's still stirring the pot. On his collab album with 21 Savage, he drops what fans believe is another X reference, playing with Roman numerals and cryptic messages about someone who held his tongue on that live. Now, let's rewind to the blackface scandal. Remember those photos of a young Drake in blackface? When Pusha T used them for his diss track, Drake scrambled to explain it was all about highlighting unfair treatment of black actors. But fans weren't buying it, especially given Drake's penchant for slavery punchlines in his tracks. Speaking of which, Drake's lyrics have raised more than a few eyebrows. From whipped and chained you like American slaves to mocking Kendrick's activism, Drake's use of slavery imagery has left many fans feeling uncomfortable. As one fan pointed out, you wouldn't catch Drake making light of tragedies that affected his mother's side of the family. But the controversy doesn't stop there. Drake's been spotted rubbing elbows with some questionable characters, including country star Morgan Wallen, yes, the one caught using the N-word, and the notorious Hells Angels biker gang. Remember that dust-up with Rick Ross in Vancouver? Word on the street is that the Hells Angels, Drake's supposed pals, were behind it. Here's the kicker. The Hells Angels have a dark history of racial violence. Just last September, 3 members were involved in what's been described as an attempted lynching of 3 young black men.
Hell of a story. 3 young black men were almost lynched by a biker gang. Put up the picture. Okay? This was not the South. This was actually in San Diego, California. In a KKK-style attack, 17 outlaws from the biker gang, Hells Angels, chased down and viciously attacked 3 black men back in June.
So picture this. Drake's caught red-handed liking a post about those white guys roughing up Rick Ross. Talk about adding fuel to the fire. This little social media slip-up caught the eye of podcaster Don Brown, who didn't waste a second before dropping a bombshell. Brown shared a photo of Drake sporting a Hells Angels shirt. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but here's the kicker. Ross was allegedly attacked by a racist Canadian gang with ties to the Hells Angels. Coincidence? Brown doesn't think so. He's calling for Drake to publicly denounce white supremacy and these sketchy gangs. But wait, there's more. Brown's also suggesting we take a closer look at Drake's connection to one Andrew Carew. Never heard of him? Well, buckle up. Caru's this Canadian millionaire known for throwing wild star-studded bashes. Sounds fun, right? But here's the catch. He's got a rap sheet that would make a gangster rapper blush. We're talking possession charges, domestic violence allegations, and whispers of some seriously shady business dealings. We're talking Diddy-level shady, folks. But here's where it gets really juicy. Word on the street is that Carew's got tight ties with the Hells Angels. And guess who's been buddying up with them to boost his street cred? That's right, our boy Drake. He even featured Carew in his diss track video, Family Matters. Talk about keeping questionable company. Just when you think it can't get any worse, along comes this DJ in Dubai. This guy's out here ranting about Kendrick, mocking Black American rappers and fans. And get this, he's claiming Drake's the real unifier of the West Coast, not Kendrick. The audacity. So, what's the deal here? Is Drake really tangled up with these controversial figures?
Kendrick won. Very cute moment. But guess what else? For the last 15 years, guess who's been killing it? It's about time somebody not Canadian. Oh, right? Right? A Canadian's been running the rap game? Half Jewish? That's why they mad. That's why they mad. All the gangsters on the streets in LA causing Crips United because of this man. My man brought the city together. He's doing more for them than oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. Toronto all day. I love you.
So, our boy Drake got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, liking that video of the Dubai DJ's rant. And let me tell you, the fans are not having it. They're coming at Drake harder than a linebacker on Super Bowl Sunday. The hip-hop community is buzzing like a hornet's nest, saying this is just more proof that Drake's respect for the culture he's been profiting from is about as real as a $3 bill. It's like he's waving a big old flag saying, "Yep, Kendrick was right about me being a colonizer." One fan hit the nail on the head, pointing out that there are plenty of biracial and non-black artists who get nothing but love from Black American fans. They're saying Drake's just fishing for excuses because he can't admit that Kendrick's got him beat in the lyrics department. Another fan didn't pull any punches, accusing Drake of turning his back on the very people who helped skyrocket him to fame. Talk about biting the hand that feeds you. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Drake's out here claiming that black folks don't like him because he's mixed and Canadian. But is that really the issue? Or is it about his actions and attitudes towards the culture?